This is the All Bros podcast. I am Caleb Albers.
And I am Jonathan Rose.
We are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a bit of the nerd life.
Yeah, boy.
This week on the podcast, we don't have a whole lot to talk about.
No.
But, as always, we're going to update you on our Road to Infinity War progress. This week is Spider-Man Homecoming, and then next week is Thor Ragnarok, and then we got some adventures and hunting stories. So Rose has a Target story he wants to share.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful.
It really is. You guys might cry, just saying.
I'm already tearing up.
Smart ass.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding.
And then we have, with this week's sneak peeks, the Deadpool 2 final trailer dropped, and gotta say, pretty freaking great.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And then to wrap it all up, our main event of the evening, we are going to do a Five Nights at Freddy's Dreamcast. And me and Rose both have ideas on that, so we're going to share that with you guys tonight. So we hope you enjoy this episode. So let's get started. Our Road to Infinity War progress. Have you watched Spider-Man Homecoming?
Duh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I did too. Still great.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Michael Keaton, dude.
He's definitely the best villain next to Loki.
So do you think he's one of the best Spider-Man villains?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Even better than Willem Dafoe?
Okay, him and Willem Dafoe are probably tied.
Yeah, I was going to say, Willem Dafoe's freaking great,
That's
dude.
hard to beat. He was a great Green Goblin.
I mean, his suit was a little Power Ranger-y, but
that's like one of the first things everyone points out. Like, it really wasn't that bad.
I liked it.
I don't know. I actually really liked the costume choice. I think I'm one of the few that did. But I don't know. I liked the.
Well, have you seen the concept and the animatronic face for the other suit?
Yes, and
that would have been freaking sweet.
It would have, but it would have needed a little more work because I don't think that would have worked in the reality that they were looking for with this Spider-Man series.
I'll give you that. They could have just changed the reality.
Okay, true. I mean, I do think that this Green Goblin costume looks better than Dane DeHaan's, even though Dane DeHaan did the best that he could as Green Goblin. I still think that he did a very good job as Harry Osborn.
He did all right.
Better than James Franco, in my opinion.
Tis true.
I mean, back to Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, Tom Holland was, oh my goodness, he's the best Spider-Man we've ever had.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him in Infinity War.
I want to see him and Hulk do a scene together. Just one.
I'd love that.
Just one. That's all I'm asking. Because their relationship in the comics is great.
Really? I've never read any comics with Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah, like, it's just great.
This is like what I want to talk about. I want to see, like, I don't know if it's possible, but Infinity War, I want to see, like, scenes of Hawkeye and Ant-Man together. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just seeing Hawkeye shoot Ant-Man off his arrow, like, made me, like, giddy with joy. So, I want to see more of them teaming up.
So this week we gotta watch Thor Ragnarok.
It's definitely the best Thor. Well, I mean, the first one's still really good, but this is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
But like I've said earlier, or like I think when we actually did a review of this, some of the comedy does not work at all.
No, it's the forced stuff.
Yeah.
The reaction humor was great.
Yes, I agree. But like when Thor's like telling Valkyrie about the Revengers thing, and then he like throws the ball against the window and it bounces back and hits him, I'm like, you took me out of it.
The only there was a couple Force ones, but the one that sticks out in my head that I actually liked was the story that Thor was sharing about Loki. Being like, yeah, when we were boys one time, he turned himself into a snake, and I picked up this snake because like I freaking love snakes, and so I picked it up, and it was Loki, and he's just like and then he stabbed me.
That was funny.
Like that was great, and then Loki's just kind of in the bag chuckling.
Yeah.
I freaking love that. Like that's the one Force humor scene that I can think of off the top of my head that I really like.
I mean, there is like, you know, when they're in that elevator scene and Thor's just saying like, you know, like, hey, maybe it's a good idea that you do stay on Stakar, right?
Sakaar.
Sakaar, I'm sorry. And you know, seems like you're more happy here, and you know, I think like he's saying like, I know like we never really got along, we weren't really brothers, but you know, I still like loved you. He's not really. It's like really saying, and all of a sudden he goes into the joke like, "Hey, let's do get help." I'm just like, that worked.
Dude, so I know that there's like a stigma with like scenes like that where it's like, no, we're not doing this, no, we're not doing this, and then they
actually
end up doing it.
I feel it worked there.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
So I would have personally liked to see Thor just grab him and throw him.
Yeah.
Being like, we're not doing it, and then he's like, Thor, no, 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 and then have him throw. That would have been awesome.
That would have been
Instead
funny.
of like doing the typical, like, no, we're not doing it, and then they end up doing it.
It's like, that was fun. No, it's humiliating. Oh, you still love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that one again.
Yeah.
So Adventures in Hunting, we both. I mean, your story's probably a little better than mine.
No offense.
I picked up the comic book Daredevil.
You got it for a good price too.
Yeah, not too bad. $5.
How much is it valued on Pop Arcade?
8.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So, the dude charged me $5 for it because he didn't want to clean the box, and I was like, "That's not a problem."
Was the box damaged at all?
No, it was just like sticky.
Oh.
And I'm like, I actually took it out of the box before I got home.
Really? Oh, gosh, I hate you.
I know. But the box was like iffy. But I put him up there with my other Daredevil.
Has it right next to the box lunch exclusive Venom.
Yep, right behind him.
Yep. Looks awesome.
Now all we need to get is the 6-armed Spider-Man.
Oh shit! I forgot to tell you that actually went live on Walgreens.
Ah, son of a bitch!
I think it's still live though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, on their website?
Yeah, on their website.
So, if it goes live on their website and it like sells out, is it still going to be in their stores?
Yeah. But the thing that sucks about their website, like their shipping is like $6.
Yeah, forget that shit.
And usually Walgreens sucks at pack shipping Funko Pops because oh my goodness, what is one of the bigger guy's name in Black Cole? Is that his name?
Cole Obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is a Walgreens exclusive, and I've just seen like so many people being like, oh, he came like smashed to shit. And then you get people being like, he came in perfect condition. I'm like, so it's like really a toss-up. It's a 50-50. So, like that's the
what
same.
you gonna get?
That's the same thing with like Walmart. The only like I always do ship to store because it's free, and the only one that like literally every single time I've gone and picked a pop-up, it's in perfect condition. I don't know why, because I've tried it at both the Cedar Hills Walmart and the Linden Walmart. Always can beat to ship, but when I have it shipped to American Fork, it comes in pristine condition. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I've had the Black Panther Walmart exclusive, the Thanos, and the Tobias Reski. I forget his last name. Woody Harrelson's character in Solo, Star Wars story.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, so he has a Walmart exclusive. Had it shipped there, came in perfect condition. So it's with Walgreens and Walmart. It's like either you're gonna get it in pristine or it's gonna become beat to shit. That's what I've learned.
That's pretty good.
So yeah.
But yeah, we need to go hunting for him.
Yes, I don't really wait. Cole or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Okay, I don't really. If I don't get Spider-Man, I'm okay. But I need Cole because I have the other 3 Black Order.
It's fair.
So I gotta have him.
But yeah, and there's like Walgreens like everywhere.
That's true, but sometimes Walgreens is a pain in the ass to find exclusives. Like I was
amazed. Dude, I was there with Brielle.
Yeah.
No. Last week. Yeah. I was there with her last week, and I found a shit ton of exclusives there. There wasn't like Cole Obsidian. Is it Cole Obsidian? I feel like that's
in the movie. What I've heard is that's his name in the movie, but I think he has a different name in the comics.
Black Dwarf.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
So I think like they were saying Cole Obsidian was actually the name of the group or something. They weren't like that's like another name besides the Black Order.
I like Cole Obsidian better.
I agree. It sounds a lot cooler. Yeah, I still think Ebony Maw is gonna be like the most messed up one. I mean, the dude is telling Doctor Strange to shush as he's getting like needles poked into him. Yeah. I'm like, damn, Ebony Maw means business.
He ain't playing your games.
And I can't remember what I was watching. I think it was an interview with the Russo brothers, and he's actually played by an Irish actor. So
those Irish people are effed up.
Yeah. So I mean, I give props to the people behind those characters because I think it's like really hard to portray emotion in a CGI character.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
is it CGI or it's not mocap?
No, it's CGI. So I don't think it's mocap. I want to say it's all CGI, but still.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be hunting around for. Oh wait, so what I was saying, I couldn't find any Cole Obsidian, but there was a shit ton of other ones.
Did you see Juggernaut?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
There was a lot of Juggernauts.
I was actually amazed too, because Provo Walgreens was the last one that I checked, and I was able to find the.
Which one?
What?
Which one?
The one by 7-Eleven.
Yeah, so there's that one by 7-Eleven, and then there's the one down the hill over by Sonic. And then there's another one somewhere, I forget
what.
Well,
I think I meant that one. Isn't it the exact same one? Or is there 2?
There's a couple, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, the one across from Sonic, a couple years ago, I was actually able to find the Walgreens exclusive Rey, where she's dressed in her final outfit in The Force Awakens, so that was cool. Thing that pissed me off, though, is she's not standing perfectly on her stand, so like I tried to take her out, and yeah, I opened a pot.
Oh, what?
But she, for the life of me, did not want to like stand perfectly on her stand, so like that really still irritated me. So like I went back to like maybe like try to exchange her, and of course the only other one that they had was already bought, and so I'm like, son of a bitch, F my life.
Yeah, they had like 5 or 6 Juggernauts there.
Damn. Gwenpool?
Yep, unmasked Gwenpools. They had 3 of them.
I'm tempted by that one.
And then
I still have not been able to find Mace Windu.
Mace Windu?
Yeah.
I feel like he'd be hard to find.
You think usually Star Wars exclusives aren't that hard to find, but like I'll see like people like go to Walgreens and like they have this whole section of just like Walgreens exclusive Star Wars pops. I'm like, none of ours have that. What the hell? This is BS.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll keep my. Actually, I am driving up to Payson tomorrow for work, so I'll stop at Walgreens, see if Cole Obsidian's there.
Okay.
And if not, I'll look for Spider-Man and all that fun shit.
Well, shouldn't Spider-Man be your first thing that you're searching for, and then Cole? Because I don't really think you want Cole.
No, I don't want Cole, but you'll buy it off me.
That's true. I would.
Yeah. So, since we got off topic, your Target Thanos story.
Yes.
You gotta share that.
Before that, I gotta share that I was actually able to, because of an awesome seller, I forgot her name, on the Utah Funko Fanatics, I was able to get the FYE exclusive Pennywise for retail, and I was like so grateful. She was really nice. Yeah, we just met in Provo. Yeah, I only paid $15 for him. The box was in perfect condition.
Dude, a lot of the people on that site are super cool.
They are, well, because none of them are scalpers. So, they're collectors just like us. So that's the best part. But anyway, so back to Thanos. So Sunday, I want to say it was Sunday night. This is about a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago. So I checked BrickSeek. I typed in the DPCI code for Thanos, and it showed that it showed that Orem Target had him. I'm like, oh shit, I can't believe this. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to Orem Target right in the morning, right before they open. So, I go to bed. I wake up early in the morning. I check BrickSeek one more time before I leave, and it says that both the Orem, American Fork, and the Sandy stores have him. I'm like, okay, so if I don't get him at Orem, I hopefully have two chances there. So I head to Orem. There's another guy waiting there already. The guy was really cool, and he was wearing a Hawkeye jacket. So I'm like, dude, like, you cool as hell. Then there were two people in front of me. It was that guy, and then this other guy, and then I was third in line. And so we were all there for Thanos. And so, they opened it, and the worker there, he's like, man, is there something coming out today that I'm not aware of? And we kind of just stood silent, and like the guy's like, oh, yeah, I guess. And like, what else do you say? It's like, oh.
Yeah, because don't those Target people hide the shit and then buy it later?
Some. This one, I don't think a lot did. Seems like Target's kind of cracking down now. But I don't know. Right? So we get there, and he's not in the Funko Pop section. He's not in the Infinity War section in the toy aisle. So we go to one of the workers, and they're putting out like a whole like cartload of toys, and we don't see Funko written on any of them. So one of the guys gives the guy the DPCI code, and turns out they don't have him. And which was really what was really funny is there were like 4 other guys that came in after us, and we all thought that they were looking for Thanos. They were looking for Hot Wheels. I'm like, who comes to Target? It's 7 o'clock in the morning for Hot Wheels. I mean, I guess I can't really say anything because I'm going for a freaking Funko Pop.
Yeah, but does Hot Wheels have value?
I don't know.
You're an adult, question mark.
Right. So it turns out they didn't have him, so I leave, but those other 2 guys, actually there was another guy that showed up for Thanos as well. They go and talk to another worker, and I'm like, okay, well, they aren't gonna have him, so I leave and I head to AF because AF opens at 8, Orem opened at 7, so I'm like, okay, good, it's really good. So I get there about 30 minutes to spare. I get on Facebook, and then one of the guys that was there, he's like, oh guys, there's 3 Thanoses left at Orem Target. I'm like, this is bullshit. What the hell? How did they have him?
F me.
Exactly. So I'm just like telling myself, I'm like, okay, if they don't have him here, I am hauling ass to Orem. I get that. So I think like 10 minutes before they open, I go to the door and I'm first in line. I'm like, hell yes. And then 2 of the guys that were at the Orem store show up. I'm like, oh shit, I really hope they're not here for Thanos. But turns out they were here for Hot Wheels because when we finally went in, they went left, I went straight. So I'm like, oh shit, they're taking like a shortcut. But no, they went straight to the Hot Wheels aisle. So I get into the door, I pass like the movie section, and I turn right and I see all 6 Thanoses, and oh my goodness, I wanted to like scream at the top of my lungs. So literally I looked at every single box because most, from what I've noticed, the plastic that's around his glove was coming off of most of them, so I was able to find one that didn't. And I've heard a lot of them having like box slits because people don't know how to open a box with a box cutter, but thankfully none of them had those. So I think I definitely got the best box. But yeah, I literally wanted to run out of the store screaming at the top of my lungs. That thing was like my baby until I got home. I've never held a pop so precautiously. It was so worth $30, I think.
Dude, I would freaking pay to see what you would have done to those people that from the orange store that went to the Hot Wheels section if they went for Thanos? Freaking Rose would drop a bitch.
Oh, it's like you've seen
hilarious.
Black Friday. That'd be my Black Friday. Just trying to get a Thanos.
I will end you.
I'm gonna quote. I'll be quoting Thanos and just saying, I hope they remember you as I knock their ass out.
No, you won't. You'd be like, I hope they forget you.
Yeah, exactly.
Asshole.
But no, this isn't really a story. But actually, I think like a couple days later, I went back to AF and they actually had one Porg available. It's something I don't really give a shit about because Porgs were pointless in The Last Jedi. But
Porgs were totally oversold.
They were. But something that I actually noticed because a YouTuber that I watch a lot, she's great. You should definitely check her out, Nerdy Noob. She's awesome. So she bought 3 of them, I think. And so she kept. So I think, what did she say? So she bought one to give a friend. She bought one to keep in the box and one to take out of the box, which is totally understandable. And the one she took out of the box, I guess Funko made a misstep with how they built it because the top is so heavy and the feet are like very small that literally the stand that it's supposed to have to where like if it starts leaning it goes against it, but instead of doing that it's leaning forward to where the Porg's belly is touching the feet. So yeah, that sucks. This is why I don't take pops out of boxes. I just keep them in. But yeah, so I hope someone got that Porg. Yeah, and Caleb had a chance to get a Thanos. A couple days ago, I actually found another one at AF that was the box was like beat to shit, and there was a box cutter slice on the top, but he opted out, which I totally understand because he actually has something kind of cooler. He got the Marvel Collector Core box that comes with Thanos and a ship, and I really want it.
That was pretty great.
I might steal that. Just heads up.
I will kill you.
I don't give a shit.
But I like it a lot better, dude. It doesn't have like the weird smile that the other ones do.
I like the smile though.
Well, this one he just like has an angry look on his face.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Come on, in the trailer he says this does put a smile on my face, so it makes sense. I mean, the Walmart.
Yeah, well, in the trailers he only has like 2 of the stones, so
that's true.
How accurate do you want to go with that?
I mean, the Walmart exclusive actually doesn't have him smiling. It has that same face sculpt, I think.
Like a kind of
angry face. Because he's like shooting off one of the I forget what stone. Those are actually starting to hit Walmart stores. If I actually come across them, do you want me to pick you one up?
The Thanos with them shooting the stuff. No, I like my Thanos.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, with characters like that, it's just I only get one.
I have to like have all the with all this in this line.
Like with this, like I don't want all the visions, but I'll get the ones that are cool to me.
Okay, that's fair.
Same with like the Captain Americas. Like I only have the one, and that's the one from Civil War.
Yeah. Same thing
but
with
like,
Spider-Man.
So the Spider-Man, it's whichever ones I really like.
Most of those are from Collected Core, aren't they?
2 of them are.
Okay.
So the one in his little action pose is from the Collector Core, and then the wingsuit is from Collector Core 2.
Okay.
The only one that I bought is the
Box Lunch.
Yeah, the Box Lunch exclusive Iron Spider,
where he's unmasked.
Yeah. The other Spider-Man I have is the unmasked Peter Parker,
which I'm so mad that he took out of the box because that one's worth a lot of money.
Well, that one wasn't given to me.
Oh.
Oh wait, was it?
Yeah, it was. I thought.
No, Thor was given to me. Spider-Man was given to Coy.
Oh, and then Coy gave it to you.
Yeah, and
or did
Coy
you
gave
steal
it to me. No, Coy gave it to me, and then Bronson got Batman.
Oh,
like one
Why
of the
did
first
you guys
Batmans.
have to throw away the boxes?
Well, we didn't think about it until after they became a big thing. So, whatever. So, like, I want, like, a majority of all the Hulks. Like, there's only a few that I don't want of Hulk.
I'm still keeping a
She-Hulk,
lookout for a
need-
10-inch one. That 10-inch, because I know you really want that.
Yeah, that one would be
But
freaking...
where would you put that? That's the thing.
I'm gonna put shelves on these.
Okay.
So I can... Like, so I'm gonna try and build a shelf so it's, like, touches my poster.
Oh, okay.
And then that gives me a little extra room on for everyone else. After that, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
It's kind of funny that, like, Hulk is the only 10-inch pop that you ever wanted, and Thanos is actually the only one that I ever wanted.
And I had an opportunity, and the dude was freaking busting my
you
balls
super
about it.
glued that shit.
I know.
So
I should have
easily.
taken advantage, because he offered me 10% off, and I was just like, no, I won't do it. And then he's like, what about 25%? And I'm like,
You're killing me, Smalls.
You don't understand. My wife will literally kill me.
Dude, honestly, I wish you would have texted me, because I would have come down and I would have bought it for you.
I know.
It would have counted as an early Christmas present.
Yeah, I should have done it. I should have taken advantage, but I didn't. How much are those going for now?
Like $50.
Ah! Infinite sadness. Freaking great. I wonder if I can buy a broken one off someone.
I don't know, because let's face it, most people probably just super glued it and put it back in the box and like, hey, brand new. No, I'm just kidding. I hope nobody did that.
If you did, you're dishonest and I hate you.
They're coming out with a 10-inch T-Rex for Jurassic World. Of course, it's going to be exclusive to Target. I think all
That's
the 10
cool.
inches come to Target.
That's cool, but I'm probably not going to get that.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm good.
Jumping to this week's sneak peeks, we got the final Deadpool trailer. Deadpool 2 trailer. And I gotta say, I freaking loved it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely better. I loved the second trailer. I wasn't the biggest fan of this first trailer, I want to say. But the trailers definitely got better and better.
Yeah.
So.
This trailer was just great. All the stuff that they poked fun at. Like you remember the X-Men Origins? Where he cuts the bullet in half?
Yeah.
And then he does all the crazy spinning stuff and cuts all the bullets. And so he does that in this, and he's... Like he cuts the first one.
Yeah.
And then he does the spinning thing, and then he's just like, whoa, your bullets are fast.
Oh, it was so great.
Oh.
Or the part with Domino. She's like, I'm Domino. My superpower is I'm lucky. Lucky, right? It was lucky?
Yeah.
Lucky is not a superpower. Yeah, it is. Let's just agree to disagree and just say it's not.
So do you know about her ability?
No.
So her power is really luck. Kinda. She manipulates luck. So, like, the way that they explain it, she can't make the impossible happen.
Yeah.
She can only make the improbable.
Interesting.
So, like, with people pointing guns at her, they'll pull the trigger, but then the gun will jam.
Huh.
And, like, it would happen a lot. Super improbable.
Yeah.
Not impossible.
Okay.
So she can't make, like, a freaking meteor come out of nowhere and hit someone.
Oh, damn.
Or, like, make an impossible shot. But she can make improbable things happen. Like, if she's at a certain... if she's at an impossible distance, she couldn't hit shit with a sniper. But if she's, like, at a distance that's... Someone's just like, oh, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
But they think that there's still a chance. She can make it happen.
Interesting.
It's super weird, and I'm wondering how they're gonna make it look. And she does that with, like, everything. Like, because you saw her jump off the bridge, and then she lands right in the...
Yeah.
That was, like... Could have been her power. But I'm super excited to see her.
Oh, me too. And Oh my goodness, what's his name? The guy that like just he's just like, I saw the ad and
Peter.
yeah, Peter.
The guy
like,
that I
"You're
would
in?"
be.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Dude, I didn't think he'd actually be part of the team, but no, he's freaking skydiving with the rest of them.
What I'm surprised is they didn't like talk at all about Bill Skarsgård's character.
They didn't talk, they didn't talk very much about Terry Crews's either.
That's true.
I mean, they said his name, but that was.
But I mean, I at least wanted to see something from Bill Skarsgård because I think that's awesome that he's in this movie.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a lot from him.
But yeah, dude, Peter is the person that I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I just saw the ad. What are your powers? I don't have any.
You're in.
Just like Ryan Reynolds' comedic timing is perfect because he like sits there. You're in.
Part with Cable when he's like, "You're not a hero. You're just a something in that looks like a sex blow-up doll or a sex toy."
Yeah.
Like, so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe? I can't wait for this movie. I'm so excited. I just hope it lives up to the
dude.
first one.
And Deadpool saying we're gonna form a super duper effing team. And T.J. Miller says, I need to get back on LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, that was great.
Dude, but I hope Peter is a big part of this
Me too.
movie because his scene where he's just like skydiving with everyone else, freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
Ugh. It's gonna be great.
Doesn't it comes out May 15th or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I know. I think it's the week before Solo, Star Wars story comes out. So. Oh, speaking of Solo, I don't think you saw this, but they released like a TV spot at the same time that Deadpool 2 came out, and showed us a couple more scenes, and I just want to point out like the funniest scene. Well, actually, two funny scenes. There's this part where they're in the Millennium Falcon, and Chewie says something, and Han's like, "You think everything is a bad idea?" I'm like, yeah, that's definitely something that I would say. I don't know. It made me really laugh. And then
Great, Chewie's the reason Han Solo's so negative.
Yeah. Right? And then at the end, they're at a card game, and Han Solo looks at his cards, and then he shows them to Chewie, and Chewie's just like, "Oh," like. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he's just giving the like, oh, you think that they're bad, but they're actually good. But, yeah.
Unless Chewie just really sucks at poker. Which I kind of.
Well, it's not Chewie playing; it's Han. Han's just showing him his. Yeah. I'll have to show you it. But, yeah, sorry, that was off topic.
Yeah. So that's all we got for news. So let's just jump into
the main event time.
Hell yeah!
That was a horrible Jeff Goldblum impression. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, we'll have a little intro to the main event soon.
I'm just trying to kill the time until we actually have it. You're welcome.
What?
I'm just trying to, fill in the gaps until we actually have it. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Should be done either next week or the week after that.
I was about to say, you can't put it in this week because I just did that wonderful Jeff Goldblum impression, so. F you. I'm just kidding.
Alright, so this week we're going to do a Five Nights at Freddy's Dreamcast. So this is going to be my idea and Rose's idea. We're going to do two separate because I think we have different ideas where this would go. So we're going to have what we would do to make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yes.
So, you want to start?
Shit. I'm just kidding.
Someone didn't do their homework.
I did, actually. So my favorite character in Five Nights at Freddy's is actually Springtrap, even though, like, he's probably the most effed up character, and he kind of deserved what he got coming to him. He's also known as the Purple Man. Purple guy. I can't remember. Is he the Purple Man or Purple guy? But that's actually how I would want to open the movie. Is show the story of Springtrap, just like to get people hooked. They're like, oh shit, I want to know more. So if you guys don't know the story, so basically, I showed Caleb a tidbit, or not a tidbit, but like an animation clip that someone did about the Purple Man running away from ghosts of the children that he basically killed at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And so, he's running, and all of a sudden he discovers I think like it was just like a prototype Bonnie suit that basically had been sitting there for years. And he decides to hide in it. And for some reason, when it comes to these animatronics, just the slightest amount, I think liquid or something like saliva or whatever, literally will like make the suit malfunction. And so the ghosts basically run past him, and he starts laughing. And because he's of course spitting out saliva while laughing, basically the suit comes alive and kills him. Basically, like, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but basically like mutilizes his body. Mutilates, whatever.
It's mutilates.
Mutilates, my bad, sorry. Mutilates his body to where if you actually look closely at Springtrap, because like it's such an old Bonnie costume, you can see like openings. You can actually see like scar tissue and like human organs, especially I think in like the head. I think you can actually see part of his brain or something like that. But yeah.
Okay, so how did the Purple Man get in the fetching suit?
What do you mean?
I felt like the gears and stuff.
Yeah.
How did he get in the suit?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean,
like, how can the stuff come alive and like crush him when he put the suit on?
I don't know. Maybe there wasn't enough. Well, okay, maybe because it was a prototype, there wasn't a lot of gears in it compared to the final product of an actual animatronic. Okay. So there wasn't a lot, but still it was enough to basically kill you, mutilate your body.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll buy that.
Okay. So that's how I would open, and then bam, Five Nights at Freddy's. The beginning. I don't know. That's not what I would call it. But, and then, so I would want maybe at least like 20 minutes of it to focus on like the opening of Freddy Fazbear's, or just like the good old days before like shit started to hit the fan at this pizzeria. So just like kids enjoying, having a fun time, birthday parties and stuff. Like just like Chuck E. Cheese. Like how, well, I don't know if Chuck E. Cheese was actually good for some people. For some it was terrifying. Not for me, but I enjoyed Chuck E. Cheese.
I only went there like once.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't.
It's
remember
sad.
It.
It's sad the Orem location got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad. So like I don't even know.
Yeah, because it was gross.
Oh, it was? I never went to the Orem one. Really? It was that bad?
I don't know, but I'm assuming it was nasty.
Oh, okay.
It's Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey, don't bag on Chuck E. Cheese.
How clean could Chuck E. Cheese be?
Hey, that's where I had my I want to say 9th or 10th birthday party.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it was a fun time. Shut up. I liked it. Bag on Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, how dare you? So I don't know. I just want them to like maybe, to like focus on the good times. Like I said, birthday parties and all this stuff, and then the bite of '87. But people have said it's the bite of '83.
So the bite of, they both happened.
Oh, okay.
The bite of '87.
Wow, you know more. You know something I don't about this game.
Yeah, I did my homework, dude. The only thing I didn't do was play the game.
Chicken shit.
No, reason A was because I'm a pussy.
He is a pussy. Sorry.
And reason 2 is because my computer sucks. So
I'm not gonna count reason 2. I'm just gonna say you're a pussy.
Fine, whatever.
Wait. So you were saying about so
the bite of '83 wasn't as famous as the bite of '87. They both happened.
So, but the bite of '87, like literally there were people that witnessed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't publicized as much as the bite of '87.
Okay. So can you actually because I actually never even read about the bite of '83. Can you actually elaborate on that a little bit?
So I didn't read too much on it. I just know that the bite of '87, it just attacked a phone guy. Oh no, the phone guy mentions it in the first game. The Bite of 87.
See, the thing is, like, I don't make it that far in the first game. I think I only make it to, like, night number 2, and then Bonnie kills me. That's such a fun game, though. But yeah, the phone. So, have you heard
Five
of,
Nights at Freddy's 4, it tells the story of both.
Oh.
Of the Bite of 83 and the Bite of 87.
Okay.
So, this Bite of 83 is told in a mini game portion of the game.
Okay.
So, you might know what that means.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. So, Foxy did the Bite of 87.
Really? That was Freddy.
It says Foxy.
Oh. So then did Freddy do the Bite of 83?
The Bite of 83. Hold on, that wasn't a very good summary. Alright, the Bite of 83 is a theory people have created that says that the bite we see in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 happened before the bite of 87.
Interesting.
So it's in an advertisement cartoon.
Yeah.
And the cartoon is dated 1983, showing another bite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually didn't even know it was Fox. I thought it was Freddy. Oh, okay. Okay, so like I was saying, I'd want it to then lead into the Bite of 87, where it's this kid's birthday party, and basically, I think it's the older brother and his friends are like saying like, oh, is this, he wants to get closer to the animatronics. Oh, come on, and they lift him into it, or I can't remember if it's he or she, a girl or a boy.
I think it's a boy.
Okay.
So the picture here, here's just what it says. If you're still unsure about the two bites, or maybe you aren't and have some time, then I'm going to explain the two bites and why the bite of 87 was more public than the bite of 83. Starting with the bite of 83, it wasn't as public due to the fact that Fredbear's was sizably smaller than Freddy's. Oh, so it was called Fredbear's. And then they switched to Freddy's in by 87.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so literally the kid is lifted closer to the animatronic. The stupid brother, or I don't know if it was the brother or a friend, basically sticks the head his brother's head into the animatronic, and the animatronic bites down on the kid's head and kills him.
Excellent parenting.
And it's very disturbing, especially some of the the animations that you've seen. I mean, the mini game that they actually show it in is pretty disturbing too. But seeing it acted out in animation is even worse. But yeah, because they're all like wearing like Freddy masks, Foxy masks, Bonnie masks, and Chica masks. So that makes it even worse, or just like a little more scary. But yeah, so I'd want it to lead into that, and then it would focus on like Freddy Fazbear's Today, and just basically the gist of the game. A security guard forced basically he has to survive the night in order to keep his life. What I would really want is, because in the game the biggest thing is you gotta watch the cameras and you gotta watch the doors, because they tend to love to all of a sudden just like appear at the door, and then you gotta close it as fast as you can, like holy shit.
I would panic so hard.
But so yeah, like I don't know, like I'd love to just be able to. I would just want to focus on like just like that time crunch that you have between those two. That like if you don't keep your focus between the two, you're kind of screwed. And I want because once I think 6 a.m. rolls around. That's when your shift ends. You survived the night, so basically, like, I don't know, like, I want it to feel like, I don't know how to explain this, like, I don't know, like, you're in that time zone, if that makes any sense. That probably doesn't. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't know. I just really want it to be intense, but I actually want a lot of jump scares. I want to see Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Springtrap. I want to see them all just jump at the screen like they do in the game because I want to shit my pants in the theater. Because I've read, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I've read that if Springtrap gets you, he is the only one that causes an immediate game over. But I don't get, like, he's the only one that can kill you, but that doesn't make sense because once, like, you get Bonnie or... Well, wait, no, I guess that does make sense because if you get... Because in the later games, if you have, like, a head on, because I think, like, you're able to actually get a head or, like, a mask or something, then if Chica, Freddy, Bonnie, or Foxy see you, then they're like, oh, okay, you're an animatronic. Because the whole gist of the game is that they see you, they shove you into an animatronic suit, and of course you die. Because, you know, the mechanisms are going to come to life and you're screwed. Basically like the story of Springtrap. But if Springtrap sees you, he's like, I know you're human, I don't give a shit, I'm going to kill you anyways. So I think that's how it goes. So... Doesn't matter if you're wearing a mask, Springtrap still knows you're human. And because the others are occupied by kids, so they're like, I guess they're just like, well, you look like one of us, so I'm just going to take it as you are. But Springtrap's like, hell no, I know you're not real, so you're dead.
So how would you end the movie?
That's the thing. I don't know if I want, like it to actually be like, congratulations, or... Like, basically, actually, now that I think of it, I would actually want it to be maybe, like, the closing down of Freddy Fazbear's because you were killed. What do you think? I mean, but...
I don't know.
That'd be kind of hard, though, to go with, like, go somewhere with a sequel because people would be like, well, I get you want to reopen Freddy Fazbear's, but you saw what happened to the security guard, right? Like, his body was mutilated.
You understand
we saw that shit.
You understand why this job is available.
If you actually play the game, I think it's in the second one, because the game takes place in the 80s, like, each night, because you're paid, like, I think $6 an hour, your paychecks are only $20 a night.
Yeah, F that.
It's like, okay, so my life's only worth $20 a night. Okay, thanks, Freddy Fazbear's. Appreciate it. So, all right, let's hear yours because I feel you probably did a little more research, even though like I've actually played the game. I'm very interested to see what you say.
So, in mine, I would focus mainly on the original 4. So it'd be Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and I forgot his other name.
Bonnie? Or did you already say Bonnie?
Bonnie, yeah, that one.
Did you say a he? Oh wait, yeah, Bonnie is a he. Sorry.
Yeah. So the way I would open this movie, is with the bite of 83, or not 83, 87.
Okay.
So I would show like a kid's birthday party, and go through the whole story of the bite of 87, and then like the intro to like all the years to come, it'd be like newspapers just showing all the stories of the crazy shit that's happened until it got to the time period that the first game is set into. So I would start it out with the night guard, just like you would.
Okay,
And
sorry, I just want to know because in the game, it's first person, so you never see what he looks like. Do you want it like that, or do you want to actually see the night guard?
That's a good question.
You gotta have the phone guy in there, though, right? You still have him.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Okay, just making sure.
So, I would just have some guy, not like really specific on what he looks like or anything.
Okay.
So just a night guard that you see.
Okay.
And I would 100% have the phone guy. So I would have the guy start his job. And I would set this during Christmas.
I like it.
Yeah. So Christmas would be on like a weekend, so it's like a long weekend. So I would have like Christmas on a Friday, and then Christmas Eve would be Thursday.
Okay.
So I want this dude to come into work because he like have everyone like have the audience assume that he doesn't have family and that he needs money and everything.
So, like, do you want to take it to take place between like December 23rd and 25th?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hesitant on making it 5 nights.
Okay.
So what I want to do is have him go in on Christmas Eve around like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And have the other security guards give him the keys and everything and leave.
Okay.
So he's the only one there. I want him to be in the security room doing something, like watching TV or whatnot, and then having the animatronics start doing their thing.
Well, but do you want because the phone guy, like right at the beginning of shift, he talks to him about like, hey, you know, these characters mean a lot to a lot of kids, and you know, they like to tend to roam around at night. So you know, I'm just giving you a heads up. Or do you want him to be surprised that they're roaming? Because you might piss off a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fans. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah, if like the guy doesn't know. I mean, it's
so
still...
I would have some creepy shit happen.
Okay.
Where he's going around and then like in mine, I would try not to rely on jump scares too much.
Yeah,
I mean, I know, but it'd be more like super intense moments.
Okay.
Like just really, really freaking tense.
Okay.
So what I would do. Okay, so I'd get the phone call, but have the guy think that it's like a prank call.
Okay.
And then he goes and does his checks, and then on one of his checks, either Freddy or one of the other characters, like their arms kind of move, or they like move.
I'd probably say it should be Bonnie or Chica, but that's just me. Sorry.
I like it. I'll make Chica move her stuff.
Her stuff?
Nope. That sounded wrong.
Just
No, I would have Chica move her arm.
Okay.
And maybe like be in a position like, because they sing songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
On stage.
Mm-hmm.
So have her like just one of her arms drop, like something got disconnected or something,
Okay.
and have the dude kind of like.
So maybe like like if her hand is holding a microphone, that one drops and.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then have the sound still on. So this would be a cheap jump scare. So have the dude kind of like walking around, and then you kind of see the mic start to shake a little bit, and then the arm drops, and then the mic hits the floor, and then you just hear the loud boom through the entire place.
Okay, yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. And then the dude like kind of freaks out, and then he's like, oh. And then he goes back to his office. And then I want him to start to doze off.
Okay.
And then like kind of start to open his eyes like a little bit and like focus on a screen. And then have him close his eyes and then open them and have Bonnie be gone.
Okay. Okay.
and then I want him to get up and kind of like look around at all the other cameras, and then I don't want him to see it, but I want the audience to see the screen with Bonnie on it.
Okay.
And then when he goes and turns it, like have a security system where the cameras are constantly changing every so often. Mm-hmm. So when he finally goes and looks at that screen, it switches again. And then, so it's just like stuff like that. And then when his shift is supposed to be over, I want him to start to go out, but then get snowed in.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah. And so he can't get out. His car or truck or whatever he's driving snowed in, so he has to stay. And he tries to call people to get him out, but the phone lines are disconnected. And so he's just like figures that he has to wait this out. Like, this movie could be done with no dialogue.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
so,
I think
other than the phone guy,
you kind of need dialogue for a fight. Well,
do you?
Yeah.
I mean, other than the phone
that's
guy.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, not really. No, you really don't. Yeah, you just need the phone guy's voice, because for the rest of it, it's really silent, except for when one of them kills you. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have the phone guy call every night. And then just have the guy kind of going through his day, watch. Like, during the day, I want him to, like, sit as, like, especially that first night when he thinks Bonnie's gone, and then he is walking by, and then Bonnie's back where he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to kind of be, like, a little freaked out by that. And I want him to, like, sit and, like, start playing the games or whatever, and, like, just a quick little, like, fast forward of, like, the security footage of him doing something, and then, like, moving around place to place and playing games and whatnot. And then once night comes, I want him to go back to the security room. So every night he comes back to the security room.
Okay.
But each day he gets more and more paranoid.
Okay.
And then, like, more crazy shit happens, and then he's like, he noticed, actually, I lied. I don't want Bonnie to be the one that moves. I want Foxy to be the one that moves.
Yeah, that's better, actually.
Because Foxy's the one that you can't watch him too much, but you can't watch him too little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Foxy. Yeah. So, anything I just said about Bonnie, change to Foxy.
Good choice.
So I want him to start focusing on Foxy, like, the second night, and just, like, constantly keeping eyes on Foxy.
Okay. Can I just throw in a little tidbit about Foxy really quickly?
Yep.
I didn't know this. Saying how the three original, like, just look normal. The reason why Foxy is mutilated is because the creator actually drew Bonnie while they were on a road trip, and it was a bumpy road trip, so that's why Bonnie's mutilated. I just thought that was really funny.
That's hilarious. Okay, so I'd have Foxy be the main focus for a while on the second night, where he's just constantly watching Foxy.
Yeah.
And then, like, every once in a while looking, and then, like, seeing, like, feeling that Foxy's moving.
Okay.
And then I want him to just, like, open the door and, like, look out.
Okay.
And I want the shot to be of his face looking out the door, and then, like, a pan to, like, the hallway and showing that it's empty, and then you pan back to his face, and then it, like, seems fine, and then it, like, everything's, like, okay, and then he shuts the door, but while he shuts the door, you see Chica in the back, behind the door after he shuts it.
Shit.
Yeah, no shit, right? Ooh, I'm panicking.
Damn, yours is way better than mine. Like, extremely. I want to see this movie now.
Oh my gosh, dude! We need to get some animatronics.
Yeah, right. It can't be that hard, right?
Dude, I would never sleep again. After filming this possible movie, I would just lose my shit.
I could never go.
I'd be like, all right, we're done. Burn it with fire.
Yeah, exactly. I could never go near another animatronic in my life. Hell no.
Yeah, so I'd have that happen, and then I'd start to have the doors start to open in the security room. Mm-hmm. And, like, when he goes to shut it, he goes and grabs the handle, and then when he grabs the handle, you see Freddy's eye, like, right next to the handle, but he doesn't see it. Like, most of these scares are going to be the audience reacting to stuff that the security guard doesn't see.
Okay, got it.
And then, like, yeah, so he shuts the door, and then you just see Freddy's eye, and then, like, the teeth down by the doorknob.
But at the door, is it regular Freddy or is it Golden Freddy?
Regular Freddy.
Okay.
I don't know if I could do Golden Freddy.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. Is he in the first game?
I can't remember if he made his appearance in the first or second. I want to say it's the second, actually.
Yeah, so first night would be one of the animatronics going missing from the security cameras, and then him just kind of looking everywhere, so it'd be Foxy disappearing from the security cameras.
Okay.
The second night would be him focusing solely on Foxy, and then the weird, like, some of the other ones, like, moving positions and whatnot, and him just getting super paranoid. The third night would be him trying to focus on all of them.
Okay.
And then, like, Foxy kind of disappearing, and then Chica disappearing, and then, like, the doors, like, that stuff.
Okay.
So hearing stuff, and then opening the doors, and then shutting it, and then having one of them behind the door. And all this, like, other crazy shit.
Well, in the game, the doors are, like, automated, so he has control of how it opens and closes. So I'm just saying.
I wouldn't do that one.
Okay. I agree. I like your idea better that it's just like an open close.
Yeah.
Like that. That actually has a door handle. I think that's better. It's a lot more intense, too.
Yeah.
Like, basically, you have to, like, run like hell so they don't come in.
So the fourth night is when shit hits the fan, like, freaking hard.
Okay.
So I want, on the third night, him to finish focusing on, I want, like, the day, the fourth day, I want him to just be, like, pacing back and forth, like, just staring down these guys. And I want him to, like, focus on Foxy, like, a ton. Foxy's going to be a big part of the last night.
Foxy.
Yeah, so he's just going to be back and forth, and then that night, I want him to open the door because he hears stuff going on outside, and then so this is going to be like a freaking intense shot. So I want him to, like, follow him going to the door to open it. I want him to open the door, and then you kind of pan around him so you can see down the hallway, and then I want him to see Foxy just charging at the door, and then him being like, whoop! and slamming the door shut.
Okay.
And then I want him to, like, lock the door, and then just hear, like, this big old pound sound, and then he looks over at the screen, and then Foxy's back where his normal position is. Ooh, right?
Holy shit.
Because isn't that what he does? If you watch him too much, he'll just, like, start charging.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the shit I want to happen. What?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
So.
No, I just want to confirm something about the game.
I want to incorporate the Golden Freddy laugh, though.
Okay.
So I want 2 doors, both at different hallways.
Yeah. Okay.
So like how the game is set up.
Yes.
I want the crazy shit to happen with Foxy, where he charges the door, runs into it, and then he looks on the screen, and then Foxy's back where, in position A.
Okay.
And then I want the other door to be open, like a decent amount. And then I want Freddy to be standing right outside the door, just so you can see his like outline.
Okay.
And then I want him to like the dude to go run and grab the door, but I want Bonnie to grab his arm while he's shutting the other door. So they're a cheap jump scare. And then I want him to like flip out and start to like break the arm off. And then like while he's like slamming it shut, I want it to snap off, hits the floor, and then
Can it still move though because it's detached or?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I want it to still be able to move
Uh,
until like for a little bit, and I want it to stop. And then I want him to kick the like open the door and kick the hand out.
Yeah.
And then the next day they have the arms back,
Okay.
or Bonnie has the arm back
Yeah.
on, with all the like crushed and like wanted to look like destroyed.
Okay.
And then like so every night around the same time the phone guy calls and gives his little sermon on the mount.
I love how you call it that.
So the last night I want shit to completely go off the rails.
Okay.
And I haven't thought about how I want it to happen.
Like, do you want him to die or do you want him to make it through all 5
No, I want
minutes?
him to make it through.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, like
Because that's one hell of a story to tell.
yeah, no shit, right? So I want him to like start screaming at the animatronics,
Okay.
and then that night he goes in, receives the last phone call, and then I want him to watch the screens, and I want them to start like doing the flashing on and off, like out of the fuzz, and then every time they they cut out,
Yeah.
they move. And like yeah, right? Every single time just until all of them are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't want him to see them on any cameras at all. And then I want them all to cut out at the same time. And then Freddy's face shows up on all of them as like one big screen. And then it cuts to complete and utter darkness.
Damn, dude.
I know, dude, my freaking heart rate. The more like I can visualize this stuff like freaking amazing, and
Dude, send this
not,
to Blumhouse. I think they got I think Universal got the rights for Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Dude, if they don't do this,
Dude, I'm not kidding. Type this up and send it to them.
You think that they would?
Dude, this is actually a very good. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. This is a very good Five Nights at Freddy's storyline.
Okay, so once the lights go out, is when I want to incorporate the flashlight.
Okay.
I want him to.
That's
like,
interesting that you don't want to incorporate it till the last night. It's interesting.
Yeah, so I want him to grab the flashlight and start shining it around.
Okay.
And trying to look for a generator or backup power or whatever, or like a switch. And he flips the switch, or like the breaker, and then the lights turn on again. No! No! Oh shit! So I want them like the flashing.
Okay.
And then they like slowly go off screen, and then he just can't see them, and then the power cuts out, and then he goes and flips the breaker, and then you see the light show, but behind him, like showing that the screens are back on, and then he looks up, and it's Freddy's face on all of them.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh. Oh, I need a second. Okay. Dude, I can feel my heart. If I type this up, dude, I would not be able to sleep for a week.
I'll type it up for you then.
Okay. Yeah, this is something we can work on and send it to them together.
Yeah. I'm so down.
Ooh. Okay. So that happens. And then I want it to flash one more time, and then the screens are normal.
Okay.
And then, like, I want the screens to, like, some of them to, like just break. Like, flash, and then, like, they're off.
Just completely cuts out.
Just random ones, just so it's dark enough for him to need a flashlight.
Okay.
And then he grabs a flashlight, and then he's, like, looking around, and he tries to go peek outside like, a door.
Uh-huh.
And then I want him to shine the flashlight, and then, like, in the corner, you see Chica.
Okay.
And then I want him to shut the door, and then when he shuts that door, I want you to hear the other door creak open, and then I want him to turn it around, and I want him to see Freddy just standing there, full just in the doorway.
Oh shit.
And then when he's like losing his shit, have Freddy just like start walking.
Okay.
Like just step, 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 and then you get a phone call.
Okay.
And then they freeze. And then it's just like the phone ringing for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then I want him to like grab the phone and like pick it up, and then have the phone guy say one last little "How do you do?" And then when he hangs up, I want the other door. I want the back door, the one that he's leaning on, to open, and then have the other three.
Well, wait. Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to like bring you. But how about when he calls, what the phone guy says is, "Oh, I forgot one last little detail. If the animatronics see you without an animatronic head, they will try to stuff you inside a suit." Is that something like you'd want him to mention the first night, or like as a like, "Oh shit, I forgot to tell you like one of the most important things," even though you're about to be stuffed?
Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Okay.
Alright, let's hear it.
Ooh, shit's about to get real, son. So, I want him. Oh, balls. But I wanted him to live. Actually, this would work just fine.
So he dies?
Yeah, he's dying now.
Oh, sad.
So, my idea was for him to just, like, go completely berserk. And then, like, after the night ends, the other people come in to open up the shop, and he just, like, panics, and then they start dragging him away. But while they are dragging him away, the animatronics start singing their little song. Yeah. And, like, while they're dragging him, and then it ends with them singing the song. But, better ending.
Okay.
So, I want Freddy to walk in the door.
Okay.
him to stop when the phone rings, him pick up the phone, not that tell him to like dress up like an animatronic, but just kind of get that point across.
Okay.
And I want him to run. So then after it hangs up, the like cuts out.
Mm-hmm.
The other door opens up, and then there's Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie.
Okay.
And I want him to get up, freaking charge Freddy.
Okay.
Like push him to the ground, run out, and then run behind the stage.
Uh-huh.
Like the stage that they're usually on.
Yeah.
Run behind it and see an animatronic suit.
Okay.
Put it on. But like on one of these days, like the phone guy would have to tell him not to get them wet.
Okay.
And so he puts the suit on. And he starts sweating. And then there's a drip that gets off his nose and hits something. And then it like turns on, and then you just see him stand up, and it's freaking Springtrap.
Okay. I like that.
And then they could finish it by having like a new animatron, like having the 4, and then Springtrap in the back. So have that guy just end up being the Purple Man.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking that you were gonna go with the story. How you're gonna end it. That he goes into a suit, but he ends up dying, and then like it kind of like zooms out to like present day, and they're all up on stage, and you just see him as the new animatronic, and like you'd actually feel pretty sad. I think it'd be a very sad ending. Because like he did nothing wrong, but he's.
And I get would that piss people off though?
Maybe
the Springtrap.
Maybe
would that piss you off?
It might a little bit. Maybe don't do the Springtrap costume. I'm trying to think of another character you could do. I don't know. Like maybe it could be a brand new animatronic, or like maybe. Wait, no, because I don't know if you could do Golden Freddy for that.
Yeah. Like, my thoughts, because it's called Freddy Fazbear's, isn't it?
Yeah, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
So, I was thinking, like, what if he were to do that, but then he jumps in, like, a Freddy suit and then becomes Freddy? But that wouldn't work because it's Freddy Fazbear, so there's already a Freddy animatronic.
This is true.
Unless Freddy's is the only one that doesn't come to life.
I honestly don't know. I want to say you could like maybe do Balloon Boy, but I don't know exactly the backstory behind Balloon Boy. I need to look into that. But no, I love your idea. I just don't know like.
If Springtrap should be the one. So what
I
if
think
it would
could still work though? I mean, you might piss off a couple Five Nights at Freddy's fans, but I think like just that ending that like you just like you feel so bad for him because it's not like because I mean let's face it, like when the guy becomes Springtrap, you're like, yeah, the asshole kind of deserves it for killing those kids. But like this one, you're just like, he was just trying to do his job and not get killed. But now he haunts basically an animatronic now. He's stuck there.
Is that a better story than? So what if you were to find out later, like at the end, that he.
Okay, that could work
killed.
Actually. Okay, yeah, that could work. Like maybe like as they're like reading about the security guard that just like all of a sudden went missing. They could say like, yeah, apparently he like.
This dude's wanted on 3 accounts of murder.
Oh yeah, it is 3 accounts. Yeah.
And
But they never found the bodies. So I don't think they ever did find the bodies.
Of the kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
But no.
That could work. And then, like, the 3 are Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica. And then Freddy's, like, his own solo.
Yeah.
like Archangel. No, I could justify that.
Dude, I like that. Just that, that ending though. I love that so much. I want to see this movie so badly. But the question is, so do you want it live action, right? Not animated.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But do you want the animatronics CGI or actual animatronics? It'd be a bitch to make them move. This movie would take a while to make.
I don't know. Honestly, I think you could get the job done with a suit.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
Like, I mean, obviously give it like robotic limbs and everything, so the person who inside has to walk kind of like an animatronic.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be too hard to get. Honestly, you could just go to a Chuck E. Cheese and tear apart one of those and dress it up, and then have that be like the band.
That's true.
That you see, and then when they're walking around and doing their crazy shit,
yeah,
have it be a guy in a suit.
Okay.
Because I don't think you get the same effect from CGI.
You wouldn't. I agree.
And I don't. And it would be a pain in the ass to do, like a real animatronic.
Oh,
and that would just haunt my nightmares.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, forget haunting my nightmares. That would haunt my dreams. I'd be having like a super good dream and then just see that freaking animatronic. Be like, nope.
Whatever they do, I can't wait to see this movie. I can't wait to see what.
Is there are they talking about having?
Yeah, someone already. I forget what studio. I want to say it's Universal. Already has the rights to a movie.
So they have the rights, but there's no word in production.
I think there is. I think Blumhouse. Like people behind like Happy Death Day, The Purge, stuff like that. I think they're the ones that are behind it.
Okay, well, Happy Death Day and The Purge were great, so. Dude, we need to type this up.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, ugh. Oh yeah, my heart's freaking racing. Dude, this is probably a movie that even if I made it, I probably couldn't watch. I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this part.
That'd be really funny.
Oh, that'd be great, dude. Just add more depth to the Springtrap origin.
It would. It really would. Like, you just think, well, do you want, the cops to say it before, you kind of, zoom out and you see Springtrap, with the rest of them, performing up on stage, or do you want to say it after? Do you want the audience to, feel bad for him? They're like, oh, shit, he was just a guy, doing his job, just trying to get through his night, and now he's, stuck in a animatronic, and then you're just like, well, shit, damn, he killed 4 kids, 3 kids.
Yeah, I want to stay true to the 3.
Okay.
And I want Freddy to be the leader.
Okay.
And then have the other 3 be the kids.
Okay.
So I want them to be like, oh shit, once they when they're talking about the 3 kids.
Yeah.
So I want the cops to come.
Okay.
So I want them to open the store or open the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Come in, see that the guy's car is still there. Look around for him and see that he's not there.
Okay.
See one of the Springtrap in the back. So I want him behind the stage, so it doesn't look like. So it's the 3 of them, Freddy in the front, and then Springtrap behind the curtain.
Oh, okay.
And then up on his pedestal or something, so it looks like he's been fixed.
Okay.
And then I want the days to go by. And then so I want days to go by, then I want the cops to show up at the place, and then take the manager in the back, and then start talking about, like, hey, we're looking for this fugitive. He matches the description of one of your security guards. And then when he's just like, oh my gosh, like, what did he do? And then talk about the victims. So, did they talk about the kids, who they were?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, so I'd want to look into that, and if not, I'd want to make up a profile for each kid.
Okay.
And with each kid, I want it to focus on one of the animatronics.
Love it.
And then, like, another one, and then have the store owner be like...
shots he could do with this.
Yeah, and then have the store owner, or the Freddy's owner, to be like he just basically, like, disappeared. I mean, he fixed one of our old machines, or like, yeah, he fixed one of our old machines, and then he just disappeared. But I want him to start talking about the kids, being like, oh yeah, they loved Freddy, or they loved Freddy's and everything, and then have it kind of focus on Freddy at the end.
Okay.
Then
Bam.
boom, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, so you want the title card at the end of the beginning? I feel this kind of movie you kind of need it to be at the end.
Yeah, definitely have it at the end. So when are we writing this up?
Dude, whenever. Let's do it this summer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll spend like a couple days during the week and type this all up.
Okay.
Then send it to Bloomhouse.
Yeah, I think Blumhouse.
Blumhouse.
I want to say. Don't quote me on that though. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah. So, is that something people actually do?
What?
Send stuff to Blumhouse, or?
I don't know actually. It doesn't really hurt.
True.
I mean, I still think it's just fun to have it typed up, because I want a copy of your script, because it's really good actually.
see what happens when I do my research.
Yeah, better than mine. I don't think I really even.
Dude, I get like super into the story.
I've noticed.
Like with Fantastic Four, I did that, and then like the one that I was like a little lazy on was the Stupidest Fear.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know how to make kittens scary. But with this,
it's kind of hard.
I feel like I'm messed up in the head.
It's a messed up game.
It is a messed up game, but I feel like I'm... Whatever. Yeah, we'll type it up this summer, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
Be freaking great.
Yes.
Anyway. Ooh! I'm gonna need to take some blood pressure medication. Alrighty, well, I believe that is all we got for this Dreamcast. You got anything else to...
No. I think you said it all well.
Alright. Well, if you liked this episode and want to hear more, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Or you can check out our content on YouTube. You just posted a video, didn't you?
I did, yep.
Yep.
Although I had to repost it because I only posted the portion of the showing our pickups. And that was on there for a day. Whoops, my bad. But no, I fixed it, so it's good now.
Yeah, so you can see our live action adventures in hunting segment on YouTube. Just search for the All Bros. We have this, it's the same logo that you'd see on anywhere you'd subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm not too great about posting, but I'm getting better.
He is getting better.
Yeah, I actually started adding pictures to it, so it's a little more fun.
I did see that. That was actually really cool.
Yeah, so just anything you want to comment or do, just comment on anything I post, and we'll talk about it on the podcast. Or you could email us at theallbroschannel@gmail.com. Let us know if you have any movie recommendations or any topics you want us to discuss.
Yeah.
There's something else I was going to add to that. I forgot. Oh, so next week, since I finally watched it, we're going to do a review of The Greatest Showman.
Yep.
Which
we kind of have different opinions on it.
We do.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So you can look forward to that next week. I know we were going to do a Quiet Place review, but
I still haven't seen it. Sorry.
Yeah, Rose.
I blame
sucks.
school. I blame school and work.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
So, yeah, you guys can look forward to that next week. And until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. So, deuces, bruh.
Bye.